Good morning, evening, afternoon, I'm Cat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Previously I finally got back to the courtroom and now I am interrogating Meekins. Meekins is on the stand and I am finding the discrepancies in his words as per usual. So we are continuing with the trial that never ends. The locker, he opened it. Unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. No. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know. The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, I'm recovering, being sick for, really sick for basically a whole week, possibly more. So I'm not using the voices, I'm just using my voice. Even for Edgeworth. The open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. However, the most important detail not shown in this video is the man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir, please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security footage? Well, now that you're asking me, I feel like there probably is. Let's check the court record and take a look at it. Because I kind of thought that the light was glowing already. Wasn't it? Which would mean it was already opened, right? I can check this, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the light's already on. Which means anyone could have opened the door. Because it was already unlocked. Oh? Something fell out. Something is sticking out. Okay. Yes, there's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that there may not have been... The man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? The video contains such contradictions? Interesting. Why are you shaking your head no with it? Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out? Of course. We can't just say it and then not point it out. That's not how the game works. Very well. Very well, proposal accepted. Itchy ear. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out the problem in the evidence. This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How does this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. If there is a contradiction that indicates... Okay. Rewind, pause, fast forward. Where's the A button? Where's the B button? Okay, no, I gotta rewind it. I gotta remember what buttons do things. Oh, X is there. Oh, no! Oh, no! That's not what I meant to click on. I meant to rewind it. Bad me. Oh, no! I need to use my address. Yeah, I didn't mean... My bad. It's not... I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Pauses B. Pauses B. Pauses B. Pauses B. Pauses B. Can I click on the light? How did that?
Take that!
The thing about this photo has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir! What do you mean, sir? No, why are they playing the music again? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match. Makes that lovely sound. The light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Why are we playing the whole thing again? It's not necessary. It's something that's like sticking out. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind it a little further. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Duh! Somebody needs to confiscate that thingy from him. Order, order, what is the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. Judge, you don't seem to be an expert in most things. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh, well. Just goes to show, novices should keep their mouth shut. That's good you know, Judge. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Yes, let's ask the high school student. Again, I feel like high school students are smart, and they can be very, very smart. But she did not go to school for this. You know? I just feel like there might be some better experts out there, you know? No. Maybe something like jam the system sensors? Something. Jam the sensor? Say... There's something else that seems out of place here in the video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well. Let's inspect the evidence once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please... I think it's the thing that fell out. So I gotta wait for him to open. I would fast forward, but the last time I did that, it got me into trouble. I gotta is that it? Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. I feel like they could have started from maybe this point. Sloop. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. A glove? It looked like a hand. I assume it was a glove. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out of the doors Things fall out of when doors are open. I often fall out of the blah 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 blah. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Yes, so we're gonna do this again, yes? This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Why did you sounded like a hammer? The gavel. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. What? 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. That's too often. If it's tucked into your jacket, how does it? What are you doing? But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits that description. But sir, by an insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. What, the glove? Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the door? Okay, yeah, it's a rubber glove. I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that the item was in the victim's locker. Well, it has the tag on it, sir. But the tag says the SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. That isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. It is not so, Officer Meekins. Sir? It would appear so. I think he said not at the end of that. Order, order, order! So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Goldman. Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. Goodman is indeed his name. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, testify about this. Sir, me, sir? Yes, you're on the stand, Meekin. Damn it, Meekins. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well. Begin your testimony. Mystery Man 2. The one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When the ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. It just means somebody had his ID card, because an ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases. Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Oh. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There are only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let's move on to the cross-examination. Mystery Man 2. One thing that proves was Detective Goodman, sir. Yes, what's that? So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Sound as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give you the V for victory sign, sir. Well, you have another hand. Can he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. The evidence room, you have to open the ID card. Is that card hanging from your neck of the ID card? Neck one of the ID cards? Yes, sir. This card next to my cup, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing. Yeah. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, please... at any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecution office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. When the ID card is issued, there's a record of it. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. Yeah, we discussed that. So it is, Your Honor. Now that prosecutor again. Maybe behind all of this. Whisper, whisper. Rubble, rubble, rubble. Mommy! Shh! Stop staring at him. His hair is pointy. He's gonna pop my balloon. It was me. The inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let's continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. And I'm just asking all the things. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from contradictions. Let me point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got. Okay, but the thing is, if they're... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So, we found Officer Marshall's prints in there. And they're bloody. Is his Mike Meekins, but his name isn't on here. So if his name isn't on here, how did he get in? And that's my thought, but I'm not sure how to point that out. Well, it's like he must have used his ID card. Maybe I'll say that his ID card was found elsewhere, but he was also... his body was found elsewhere, but it was found really far from the body. I kind of don't want to take the hit for it. Well, we'll end the episode here and figure out what I choose in the next episode. Until then, see you next time.